Hi, I'm Dr. Sandra Lemanski. I'm an optometrist and owner of Palmer Eye Care in Austin, Texas. And today I want to tell you about the top 5 reasons that kids can benefit from wearing contact lenses. And I've also got a couple of caveats to that, a couple of cautionary things to think about if you're a parent whose kids wants to wear contacts. Okay, you ready? Number 5. No need to clean glasses throughout the day. Now, this is going to help with keeping those glasses, well, in adjustment. You're not going to have to take them in to get them adjusted as often. Kids don't tend to take their glasses off like they should with both hands, taking them off like this. They're going to rip them off, and that's going to make those temples get bowed out to where they're going to fall down their face. And if you see your kid walking around with glasses like this all the time, you probably need to bring them in for an adjustment so we can keep them up on their face. Also, cleaning the lenses with a shirt. Kids are into all kinds of stuff. There's probably sand and dirt and grit and all kinds of stuff on their clothing. And then when they just take their shirt tail and go clean their glasses with it, that's just going to scratch the lenses up more. Or they're probably not even going to, they might just grab a paper towel or who knows what, their friend's shirt, whatever it is. But you're going to be replacing fewer frames and fewer lenses from getting scratched up. So that is reason number 5. Okay, counting down. Number 4, improve peripheral vision. So our kids like to play outside. They like to do stuff. They're running around. They've got flying objects coming at them from different directions, balls and so forth. And they need that peripheral vision. So frames can sometimes block a little bit of that. When you wear contacts, it's kind of like it opens up your world and you're able to see more off to the side. Those kids that are learning to drive, the 15, 16-year-olds, even 17, 18, 19-year-olds who are just learning to drive, they need to have that peripheral vision to be safe. So you really, it's something to think about when they're getting to that point. Okay, so that was reason number 4, improved peripheral vision. Okay, reason number 3, increased self-confidence. Some kids just don't like to wear glasses. And this is something I always ask when I'm doing especially a first-time glasses exam on younger kids. I always ask them, so do you want to wear glasses or are you hoping that you won't need glasses? And I get it either way. A lot of times I could never guess which way they're going to say, because some of them, they've got their best friend just got a pair of glasses and they think they're so cool and they can't wait to wear glasses. Others are like, I am not wearing glasses. There's no way. Forget it. I can't wear glasses. I don't want them. So for those kids, it's going to increase their self-confidence not to have those glasses on their face, especially if some of the kids at school are not so friendly and not nice about teasing them about wearing glasses. So reason number 3, kids benefit from contacts, is increased self-confidence. Oh, and that's especially important in middle school. And which brings up, most of the time when we're fitting kids for the first time in contacts, age 11 seems to be a pretty good time. Sometimes the little boys are not ready as early as little girls, so we maybe tend to fit girls at a little bit earlier age than boys. But there's been a lot of studies that include 8-year-olds wearing contact lenses, and there's specific reasons for that too that I'll get into in another video. Okay, so we are now down to number 2 reason for wearing contact lenses as a kid is sports. And I will tell you, most of the time when kids and parents come in asking for contact lenses, it's because that kid has gotten into a sport and they're really wanting to wear the contacts because their glasses are getting in the way. They're falling off, or especially if it's one of the sports that requires a helmet. Sometimes those football helmets don't have a lot of room for a frame in there. And so you'll see your kid, he's like wearing his helmet and his frame is like off over here or like squished up against their face like that. Not very comfortable in that helmet. So having some contact lenses, no longer have to worry about the frame getting bent up in the helmet or not fitting in there or being uncomfortable. And then there's also those fast moving sports like volleyball, basketball, gymnastics. A lot of times I have a lot of gymnasts that come in and they're like, my glasses are falling off when I try to flip over upside down or whatever. So contact lenses are really good for gymnasts. And there are even tints on some contact lenses that are for specific sports. So there's one tint that's good for when you're having to judge the lay of the land, like if you're riding bikes or playing golf and things like that. There's another color that's good for fast-moving balls and objects like that. So there are some contact lenses that are really specified for certain sports and activities. Okay, so that was reason number 2, good for sports. Okay, we are down to the number 1 reason to have your kids fit into contact lenses. Parents, you're going to love this one. No more frames to break or lose. Okay, I'm not saying they don't need to have glasses, because it is really important that all contact lens patients have a good pair of backup glasses that they can see okay with, frames in good shape, they're not embarrassed to wear them outside the house, because you could wake up one morning with an eye infection and need to wear your glasses instead of your contacts. But most of the time, they're going to put those contacts on in the morning and they are going to take them off at the end of the day, and they are not going to be at school with a pair of glasses that they hate, maybe accidentally on purpose breaking them or losing them. Happens. So yeah, the number one reason that kids benefit from wearing contact lenses is they're not going to lose or break their glasses as often. Okay, now I did say there were a couple of other thoughts to think about as a parent with your kids going into contact lenses, and that is that there is a little bit increased risk of corneal or eye infections and inflammations that can happen with contacts, maybe a little less often than with glasses than with contacts. But that tends to be offset these days. We're fitting more kids into the daily disposables. And as long as you have talked with your kid, made sure that they are responsible enough to be ready to wear contact lenses, we very rarely see those kind of problems. But I did want to put that out there. I think of it as there's 3 ways to correct vision. There's glasses, contacts, and laser vision correction. And they all have their pros and cons. So we've talked about some of the cons of glasses. We talked about some of the pros of contact lenses. A couple of the cons of contact lenses are around, making sure that the eyes are staying healthy. But yeah, daily disposables make that a pretty easy thing to keep track of. All right, I think that pretty well completes my 5 reasons that kids can benefit from wearing contacts. So if you are ready to get your kids in here and get them fit in their first contact lenses, you can give us a call. The number is 512-339-2020, easy to remember. And our website where you can schedule online is palmereyecare.com. So that's P as in Paul, A-R, M as in Mary, E-R, EYECARE.com. And we hope to see you soon. Thanks.